Chennai find themselves in a familiar position of being just one win away from yet another IPL final. Delhi Capitals also find themselves in a very unfamiliar position, that of being just one win away from an IPL final. You're watching ESPNcricinfo Matchday. I'm Nikhil Naz, with me two familiar faces in Murali, Kartik and Dan Vettori. Before I get talking to them, here's a quick look at the head-to-head graphics between the two teams. How is it that they've played against each other over the years? Now, overall record in favour of Chennai, as you'd expect. Also, since 2018, you can see Chennai winning 3, Delhi only 1. In the knockout stage, they've met just once and Chennai won that particular encounter. Dan, I'll start with you. The most important stat, which wasn't mentioned there, is the fact this season they've played twice. Both times Chennai have won. So do you think they have an edge over Delhi there?
I think it is the most important stat. I think all the others are probably irrelevant, and the fact that Chennai hold that over them, and Chennai's aura, I suppose, in these big games and these knockout games, the fact that Delhi haven't been there too many times. But countering that is that Delhi have played exceptionally well, and they've played some great cricket. To beat Sunrisers in this previous game was fantastic. So two good teams coming together who both be confident, I think.
The only thing in favour of Delhi, if you look at that matchup, is the fact that this is Delhi Capitals. They won one knockout, which they hadn't done in their earlier avatar of being Delhi Daredevil. So something to look forward to if you're a Delhi fan.
Yeah, absolutely. As a team which started the tournament with a renewed or renamed, rechristened, and a different makeup, definitely I think they've achieved a lot of things. The fact that they made the playoffs first and then they managed to put one over Sunrisers Hyderabad to go to the next stage. They've done really well this season. But the only thing is that, and the thing is that they have won. So it's a good feeling going into another game. Chennai, on the other hand, 4 losses in the last 6 games?
Yep.
That's something which you don't see with Chennai, and
but
also
some of them were without MS Dhoni.
No, even with MS Dhoni and the
lost.
fact that their top order isn't amongst runs. Kedar Jadhav is missing. Not that he had runs. Many players are not there, so it's an interesting one going into a knockout tournament, having lost the game. Unless and until there is a Tiger effect like we have on the golf course, there's a Chennai effect. It'll be a keen contest.
Okay, since you're talking about the playing 11 and some of those players that haven't been performing for Chennai Super Kings, we've got Murali Kartik's likely playing 11 for Chennai. He's made no changes there. The only question that I'd like to ask, one could have been Dhruv Shori probably coming in for Murali Vijay. He was criticised a bit for his not really fast scoring the last time around. And the other maybe Santner, because we saw the pitch at Vizag did help the spinners. I don't know if that is something you'd like to consider.
Yeah, that is something to consider. But the thing is that for me, you know that MS Dhoni doesn't make changes. And who are the options there? There's no Sam Billings.
This is your likely 11. We give you full freedom to make
yeah, true. But again, you look at the team and you look at the squad of players. There's no Sam Billings if we had to make a change, because Shane Watson definitely is struggling. There is no Kedar Jadhav. No, Faf has done well. So the only thing is, would you want to push Shane Watson down the order and get Murali Vijay up the order, because that is something which he's used to, and get Shane to play a different role, because this role isn't suiting him at least this year, except for that one score. And apart from that, you have 3 spinners. I don't think you want to change that. Before the game today, before the first game, I thought possibly looking at the wicket, they might let go of one spinner and bring Shardul Thakur in, because that's what they have, the reserves, at the expense of a spinner. But doesn't look like that. Looks like all 3 spinners will play. Then you've got Chahar, Bravo. So there's no point in making a change.
Okay, we'll take a look at the likely playing 11 for Delhi Capitals. We've asked a former player of Delhi, in Dan Vettori, to pick the 11, and he's also gone unchanged. Again, the 2 questions that I'd like to ask you would be, one, why not look at someone like a Lami Chane, considering we saw the track really help the spinners? The other could be, Monroe, more of a stroke maker, and Ingram, one of those grafters. You may need a grafter on this track.
Well, yeah, I think they'll take everything out of this last game in terms of the confidence and also the understanding of the playing conditions. So I think before this previous game, the eliminator, the question mark's probably around Kemo Paul, but he bowled so well and fitted in at the death for them, and so he answered a few of those questions. You're right around the Monroe, whether middle order on that sort of wicket, it's a tricky thing for him to come across, but what a winning team again. I think they'll stick with the same team. It's too hard to fit Lamachani in, because you'd have to come in at the expense of someone who's done really well, and also how to fit 3 spinners in. So I think they'll be confident and comfortable with this 11.
Would you like to see Monroe batting a bit higher up the order? He likes the new ball. We've seen him play for New Zealand.
I think the question always is, well, who does he replace? And I don't want
Ahead
him
of Shreyas, no.
I don't want him ahead of anyone else who's there. I think the reason they've got this far is Shikhar, Shreya, and Prithvi Shaw. So don't mess with that.
Okay, we'll take a look at players to watch out for, and we'll take a look at Murali Kartik's pick for Chennai Super Kings. No surprise there. If you had to pick one player, he's gone with MS Dhoni. This is his record in IPL 2019, average of 135. And the other thing, we were talking about those matches versus Delhi Capitals. I can remember the last match, they won convincingly. MSD was the star.
Yeah, exactly. And I think him being at the helm of affairs and the way he handles it is going to be crucial, because it's a big game. They've made a few. They've had a few hiccups in the last 7 to 8 days. They can't afford one, and I'm pretty sure that he's aware of it. And as a leader, and with the number of runs he's got against Delhi, and just the way he's batted in the tournament, he's my man to watch out for.
Okay, talking about players to watch out, Dan Vettori has picked one from Delhi Capitals. He's gone with the young Prithvi Shaw, the opener. He hasn't had a great IPL. 2 good knocks I can remember. My question to you, Dan, you picked him before the 56 that he got or after?
I picked him before, but,
okay, so you knew he's going to strike.
I picked him before because I thought the wicket was going to be good at Vizag, and I thought he'd come in and play his shots. And the wicket wasn't good, but he came in and played his shots and was aggressive. So perfect time for him to get some confidence in this big game, and I think they need those runs from that top order to put some pressure on Chennai.
Do you think it could be slightly tougher for him versus, I'm just comparing the game between Hyderabad and Chennai. In Hyderabad, you got some new ball bowlers, and he likes to play against the fast bowlers. Chennai, we know that MSD likes the power play, at least get 2 spinners to begin with.
Yeah, he faced Nabi today, and then obviously Rashid Khan, so I think he knows how to counter that. And I think when you're 19 and playing that well, it's just a confidence thing, so he walks into this game confident.
All right, quick prediction, guys. Start with you. Always reluctant to pick a team, I know. Give us 55, 52% or, marginally ahead.
So I get a feeling Delhi might sneak through now.
Okay, just a slight edge is what you're giving. Okay, that's interesting. Dan?
I'll say the same thing for Chennai, just a slight edge.
Okay, we love it when our 2 analysts that we've got disagree.
The last time I won.
Last time you won. Okay,
DC
if that is a sign,
SRH.
if that is a sign, then Delhi Capital fans must rejoice. But it's going to be a big competition. As we were talking earlier, it's MS Dhoni. He knows how to win these particular encounters. But then Delhi Capital also in some fine forms. You are watching ESPNcricinfo Matchday.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and leave your comments in the comment section below. Click on the bell icon for notifications.